Welcome to an episode of the Dragon Catcher Jar, where I take a random dragon monster and talk about it off the cuff. So, ta-da! Here is the jar, and this week it's caught us, the Armed Protector Dragon. And when I saw this card, I was like, that's a dragon? I mean, it kind of looks like one, but it looks like a sea serpent, a sea monster, and if anything, it looks more like a Pokemon. It has the same simplicity art that Pokemon have. I know the Pokemon are getting more complex looking, but this one, it just screams Pokemon to me. But it's a level 8 light dragon monster. It only has 2,000 attack. So for level 8, doesn't seem like very much. But what does this guy do? Well, face-up equip cards you control cannot be destroyed by card effects. So if you're playing something that has a lot of equip cards, I think Noble Knights is the main one I could think of. So if you want to add a dragon to Noble Knights, here you go. So none of those equip cards can be destroyed by card effects. And this card gains 500 attack for each equip card equipped to this card. So, okay, not just Noble Knights, but if you want to have equip cards with dragons, or even just any generic deck, really, they just pump in all the equip cards. Because, I mean, there's a bunch. There's a bunch that doesn't need to be, have to be equipped to a specific monster or card archetype. But yeah, so you can pump up this guy with a lot of equip cards, and they can't be destroyed. But we still have kaijus, we got a lava golem, we have Santa Claus. Things that can be, you can tribute these cards away with other monsters. So if your opponent were to kaiju this guy, so does all of the equip cards. I remember a duel I had at the locals that my opponent wasn't playing Noble Knights. He had a ton of equip cards on one Noble Knight, and just one kaiju took them all out. Actually, no, it was a lava golem because my opponent had 2 cards out. But yeah, so I mean, it is a cool concept. It's very vulnerable to tribute cards, unless you were to have a card that prevents tributing the dust mop, for example. So is it a viable strategy? I don't think so. I think it's one of those nifty, I guess jank idea it would be fun to play around with. And of course, if you're playing against an opponent who is not aware of the strategy, you might be able to take them off guard. So, and I'm all for that. I'm all for uncommon strategies that that not everyone knows that much about. Because that's kind of how you can win. You can play cards that people don't really understand the full scope of their effects, and they're not certain on which cards to target with negate effects or destruction effects. So yeah, not one I would play with, but still interesting nonetheless. I just like the Pokemon feel and look of this guy, You can just be, I play a blue Dragonite. There you go. That's what it is, a blue Dragonite. Anyway, what do you think? Has anyone else played around with this card, this strategy? Let me know in the comments below. And remember to be a good sport, to play the game, not the fame. See ya!